A's Extra.
Hello and welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. I'm Jack Smith, joined by Sheets for the Manager Show, an impromptu rain-covered Manager Show here today at Stony Brook Field ahead of Chatham and Brewster. Sheets just doesn't seem like the weather wants to decide between whether it wants to be 90 degrees or raining.
I like for it to find the middle ground. I kind of liked it when we got here in early June, and it was 72, sunny, nice breeze, no humidity, no rain. That was made in heaven. I'd like for us to go back to that eventually.
I want to go back to last night and the win over Harwich. You guys win by 1 run, but almost blow a 6-run lead. How much deja vu did it give you to the game you played against Harwich before that?
Yeah, I get the correlation. No, we were in complete control of that game. We just tried to do some different stuff with our pitching and get some guys some work, and I think it's a little bit of, especially new guys, they get a chance to figure out what this league's about, which is what we just had a great team meeting about, was that when you pitch to spots and pitch to locations, you can do anything you want in this game. When you miss middle, you will get punished for it. And so I think good recognition for us. We felt good about it. Obviously knew we had Hayden on the back end, and I felt like we were in complete control.
First save situation since Titan left, and you gave the ball to Hayden Murphy. What did he show you last night?
Exactly what we wanted. I mean, he's been that guy in a variety of different ways, and you can't – Hayes was great. You can't throw him every night. So we had a couple moments where we've thrown Murph, and we knew that would eventually be what we want to shift him into that role. So he just answered the bell accordingly and did an outstanding job. We're really working hard to keep him because we want to make sure he's here with us for the rest of the summer. But, man, exactly what we needed. And, again, his ability to throw strikes. And I know his strike percentage was off the charts because he was consistently in the zone. And he's a tough kid. And, again, our guys are really excited because he's one of our best teammates. So it really worked out real well on every front.
Tyler Kozera had the longest start of the season for you guys. What allowed him to go deep into the game?
Cozy does a great job of pounding the zone. He's a unique, tough, young kid, which is it really is a unique balance. We, as I mentioned last night, we wanted to make sure he got up here and got innings, and we know he's a starter type, and that's what we want to try to prepare him to go do at UCF. But we needed to kind of groom him towards that outing he was due for, because that's a true indication of what that kid can do. And again, it's competitive, it's multiple pitches for strikes, it's aggressive, and when he can do that and trust his defense, man, that kid's got a chance to have a great career.
Why'd you decide to send him out so deep into the game after a lot of your starters have only gone 5 or maybe sometimes 6?
He was rolling. I mean, that game was, like I said, we were in complete control of, and I think one of the dynamics that I believe in as a manager, especially with being a position player myself, I want to make sure pitchers understand, if you want to pitch late in the games, you got to earn it. It's not something that you're given. It's not something that, you really haven't pitched great. You've been sporadic. You haven't thrown a lot of strikes. You've had a lot of traffic on the bases. You've given up some runs. Now you get to extend that. No, when you've pitched as eloquently as he did and put himself in a position that we were hanging zeros, except for the one notch. We're hanging zeros for 5 of those innings. You've earned the right to go out there. And, of course, he gives up the solo shot. He gives us a thumbs up that he's okay. Would have liked to have seen him get the next couple guys out, but, I mean, that's part of learning. Again, as a 19-year-old kid, he's got to go through those moments, and he's better served for doing it. So we want to give him that experience.
I want to take you back to the second inning because against YD, you guys go 0 for 15 with runners in scoring position, but the offense doesn't force it in the second when the starter yesterday was out of the zone. What did you see there from the offensive approach?
Just sticking true to what we talk about. I mean, you can have, and I just got on him a little bit today, like, I think recognizing what the game calls for, and sometimes you have to go through moments where you leave 15 guys on base, as you so eloquently reminded me of, that I'd already moved on from. Those moments happen, but, it's also – there was also a moment this summer where we had, 12 hits in a game. Those things happen. That's the beauty of baseball. But what it does, I hope, is it gives our guys an opportunity to learn and see. And the beauty of it, if you can cut through that, Jack, and you can get to the essence of the game, same dynamic I gave them, there's a calling for tougher at-bats. There's a calling for someone that just wants to execute. You can hit a ground ball to the shortstop and get an RBI, but do you really want to sacrifice that at-bat for what's best for the team? Well, as we get in this postseason run, those are the things that's going to keep us on the field longer than anybody else. So just give them that learning opportunity. And, again, I'm really excited that we bounced back and got back to playing our brand of ball and, again, taking our walks and being patient. But that's the part of this learning opportunity. I mean, we've got to – and you're starting to figure this out. I've got to live and die with the ups and downs of that. And I know, trust me, I didn't like to leave 15 guys on base. And if anybody was pissed off when he got home, it was me. But at the same time, that's part of it. And you've got to know that there's a brighter side to this game. You got to work through all of it and keep the guys playing consistently.
Somehow it's sunny, it's raining, and it's windy at the same time here. Hopefully we get this game in. Sheets, thank you for the time.
My pleasure. Thanks, Shaq.